So today we'll be checking out the PrestaShop Marketplace mobile application, and using this mobile app, the admin can easily launch their running marketplace website as a mobile app for the Android users. Apart from that, the marketplace sellers can easily go through their dashboard, order history, and can manage their products and orders as required. Apart from that, the buyers can also purchase the seller products using default functionalities of the PrestaShop and can even contact the sellers very easily. So I'll just be taking you through the workflow of this particular mobile application that I've already installed on my Android device, as you can see. And before we proceed further, please do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates from our end. And if you find this particular video helpful, then kindly do give it a thumbs up. So to open the app, I'll just tap on that and you'll see this particular splash screen first. And now you can see the home screen of the mobile application of the PrestaShop Marketplace itself. On the left hand side, I can swipe from left to right to bring up the home, the shopping by the categories. I can change the language here as per our requirement there. We can select the currency, or we can change the currencies as well. Right now you can see that the currency is pound sterling. We can go ahead and we can change it to Saudi Riyal, Euro as well. Similarly, we can change the language as well. So if I want, I can choose, for example, Arabic, and the language would change. And accordingly, you can now see that the store has gone into RTL, that's the Arabic language. So this particular PrestaShop Marketplace mobile application supports both LTR and right to left languages. As you can see here, all of the data has been changed into Arabic language. If I now swipe from right to left, you can see that all the category names have changed. The rest of the details also are in Arabic right now. So now let's change it back into English Great Britain. So again, we can see that now we can see the left LTR, that's the English language being displayed here. And now I can swipe from left to right, and let's change the currency into Saudi Riyal. So now you can see that the store currency has changed into Saudi Riyal, as you can see. And here at the top, you can see that we have the categories. That's the home accessories, stationaries, art, men's, women. And apart from that, if I go a bit down, we have these banners being displayed here for the customers. Then we have the best sellers, popular products, on sale. We have some more banners. Now, depending upon what link the admin has set up for these banners, the customers would then be redirected to that particular thing. So for example, if I tap on this yellow banner, I'll be redirected to a particular category that has been assigned to this banner, and the products within that can then be scrolled or checked by the customers there. And here you can basically filter out the products. You can sort the products. You can change it to a list view, as you can see. You can sort the products as per price, lower first, highest first, product name, A to Z, Z to E, Z to A, and you can also filter it out according to the lowest first, highest first, and according to in stock as well. So let's go back, and lastly we have the apparels and clothing, and the clothing category as well. So now if you take a look at the bottom end, we have the home screen, then we have the categories. Here you can find all of the store categories that are there. You can access any of the categories by just tapping on them, and the products within that particular category would be displayed to you, as you can see right now. So that was about the category section. Let's tap back. Then you have the notifications. So if I tap on the notifications, we can find the complete list of notifications sent by the marketplace admin or the sellers there, and these are the push notifications. And if I tap on them, I'll be redirected to that particular link that would have been set for that particular push notification. So if I go for the new arrivals, if I tap on that, I'll be shown the new arrival product. So here are the new arrival products that I've just arrived within the store itself. Let me change it to the grid view for a better view. So that was about the notification, and lastly comes the account section. So let me tap on that. So from here you can sign up, you can log in if you already are a registered user, or you can create a new account as well. To create a new account, you can tap on the new user sign up option that you can see. If I tap on that, That would bring up the section where you'll be able to register yourself. Let's go back. And if you're already a registered user, you can log in by entering your username password. The marketplace vendors can also log into their account from the same section here. But before we show you the marketplace vendor account panel here, let's go back to the home screen or the home page. And let me pull the left hand side panel section here. So we saw the language change, the currency change, then we have the marketplace section where you'll find the complete list of marketplace sellers who are basically selling out within the marketplace itself. So if I tap on the marketplace, I'll be able to view all of the marketplace vendors there. From here we can tap on the view all option as well for a particular seller, and we can find his particular what we say as the seller profile, as you can see, with the store name, the location, the star rating there, the contact options here like the social networks, mobile option here, there to contact the vendor there. From here you can also contact the seller by tapping on the contact seller option. Right now we are not logged in, so we need to enter our email address. Then we can set up the subject description, and then we can tap on the submit to send a mail to this marketplace vendor there. Otherwise you can scroll down to check the various products of this particular marketplace vendor. To check his profile, you can tap on the seller profile, and that would bring up the seller's profile, as you can see here. From here you can see the recent products of the seller. You can also contact the seller from here as well. If you want, you can review the seller if you're logged in. Right now we are not logged in, so we won't be able to review the seller, so we need to log into our account first. Then if I come back to this section, then we'll be able to review this particular marketplace vendor. So let's go back. So that was about the marketplace on the side panel here. Now coming to the top here, you can see that we have a search option. So here you can enter the name of the product. If you know the name of the product, and you can then search, you can see that according to the entered text, we have the available products within the store. The other thing that here you can use is for the search thing is the voice search. For example, if I tap on the voice search pointed, so according to the related product would be automatically searched within the store if that particular product is available within the store itself. Let's go back. Similarly, you can also search, for example, red. I'm sorry for that. Okay, not to worry, the particular product has been searched. Now here we also given the option here, as you can see. Let me cancel that out. If I tap on the search, here we have the camera icon. Now using this camera icon there, we have two options using which you can search the products within the store. So if I tap on that, you can make use of the text detection and the product detection. Now these are the two things that can be used. So first I'll be showing you the text detection. So I'll just tap on text detection. I will set it as only this time. So the particular text on my screen that's there has been read. So now you can tap on any of the particular ones that have been populated to populate the products that are there within the store. So that was about how we can make use of the search. That's the text detection. Now for the product detection, I'll just give you an example. Right now I don't have any products right now in front of me, for example, any of the images of a, for example, a jeans is there, a t-shirt is there. So we can do a product detection just, for example. So you can see that it has chosen it as or it has displayed the curtain textile wall. It has recognized it, the image in the background there. So according to that, we can just scan the products if there are any. So according to the wall, we have the wallpapers there, and they have been displayed to the customer there. So that was about the search there. Let's tap back. Now let's hop on to the account section and let's see the rest of the flow there. So let's tap here on the account. So as I've already told you, we can create a new user. The vendors can log in into their account panel. The customers can also from this particular section using their social networks, or if they have already registered, they can use their email address and the password to log in. So right now we'll be checking out the marketplace vendor account panel. So I'll be tapping on the sign in button there. I'll tap cancel for the time being. So I've been logged into the marketplace vendor profile, as you can see. So at the very top we have the name of the vendor, we have the account info, then the address. If I go to the account info here, the vendor can change his password as required, and under the address section he can find the complete addresses that he has already saved. He can update anyone by tapping on the update, or can delete any of the created ones. He can add a new address by tapping on the add button at the bottom right hand corner. Set up the details here, tap on the submit, and he'll be able to save his particular address there. So that was about the top account info and the address section. Then here at the very first one, we have the order history and details. Here the marketplace vendor will find the complete list of orders there. And then we have the seller dashboard. Let's go to the seller dashboard. Here he'll find the complete dashboard there with the recent orders. As you can see, he can view any of the particular recent orders by tapping on the particular order, and can find the details of the order there, and can also update the order as well. So we can, for example, set it as payment accepted. Let's update this up. So the order status has been updated, as you can see. So the order management can be done as well by the marketplace vendors. And below the seller dashboard, we have the chat with admin. Here he can chat directly with the marketplace admin by entering his message as required, and can send it to the marketplace admin, and the admin can respond back to him, and he can check the message in the very particular section here as well. Under the order history and the details, that's the very first option that we have. If I tap on that, here the vendor will find the complete list of orders that he has himself placed within marketplace system. Can check the details by tapping on any one of them, and can find the details of the order that he had placed. And from here he can reorder or can download the invoice for the order as well. So let's go back. Then under the my merchandise returns, here the marketplace vendor will find the complete orders that have been returned, and can find the details of the same there. Let's go back. Under my credit slips, all of the credit slips that have been generated would be visible, and from here he can download them as well, and can view the details of the same as well by tapping on the same. So let's go back. Under my vouchers, he'll find all of the available vouchers that he can apply, as you can see here. And under seller profile, he can find the complete details of the seller profile, his own profile, how it is visible, and if he wants, he can also write a review there. And as you can see from here, he can contact the seller as well, or the any other seller as well there. So let's go back. Then we have the shop section that brings up the complete shop details here of the seller himself, as you can see. Let's go back. Then we have the seller order. Here we have the complete list of orders that the seller has placed himself. Then lastly, we have the my personal data that can be checked here. So you can get your data in a PDF format, or you can get it in a CSV format as well. Then lastly, you have the sign out button, and tapping on that would sign you out of the app itself. So yes, that was much about the PrestaShop marketplace mobile application, and I hope it helped you out in understanding the flow of the same. If you still have any questions, queries, suggestions, or requirements, then kindly do reach back to us at support@webcool.com. You can raise a ticket at webcool.uvdesk.com, or you can also contact us through https://www.webcool.com/contacts. Apart from that, if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. And lastly, thanks for watching this particular video, and have a great day ahead.